Legal stuff, enjoy the video.
Pixar, the animation studio responsible for Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, and Cars. What the hell happened? I would go into a full-length detail of the history of Pixar, but I highly recommend watching the Pixar story over on Disney Plus because they're going to get into more of a deeper analysis than I ever will. The short way is, back in 1995, Disney and Pixar released Toy Story, which was the first fully CGI animated feature of all time. Yes, really. I mean, there were CGI features, but it was mostly just, added in. In 2003, when Finding Nemo came out, Disney and Pixar pretty much split up because Michael Eisner, the sentence was over. In 2005, as Eisner was walking out and Bob Iger stepped in, during the grand opening parade of Hong Kong Disneyland, Bob Iger noticed a float featuring Buzz and Woody managed to get the entire audience of Hong Kong Disneyland hyped up. Not for Mickey and Minnie, not for the princesses, but for Buzz and Woody because they were the most recent Disney characters at that time. Iger noticed it and went, "We need to buy Pixar." And then they did. In 2006, Disney bought Pixar for $7.4 billion. That's almost twice as much as what they paid for Marvel or Lucasfilm. I almost said Star Wars for a second, but you know what I mean. Well, I'll just say it was mixed, to say the least. In 2006, Cars was released, which was supposed to be the last film to be released by Disney from Pixar up until the merger. While it was never financially successful, it made most of its money back in products because, well, kids like Hot Wheels. Throw a face on them, they'll eat it up. Not me, though, because Cars came out when I was still 8 years old, about to turn 9. It was 2006, because I was born in August. It was the summer of 2006. I was less concerned about seeing a talking car movie and more concerned about what game I want to get for my GameCube since the Wii isn't out yet. But then came a nice string of movies that I consider some of Pixar's best. Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up. That's pretty much about it. That's their string. Because by 2010, well, I'll just say a weird pattern happened. In my opinion, 2010s was probably the worst decade for Pixar. Because it was literally sequel after sequel, after Brave, after prequel, after Inside Out, after Good Dinosaur, after sequel, after sequel, after Coco, after sequel, after sequel. That's what I was able to do without looking at my phone. If you haven't counted, they basically had 6 sequels, 1 prequel, which was originally going to be a sequel, but something happened in the script and it became a prequel anyway. Yeah, we got the sequel later on anyway. And 4 original movies with only 2 of them being good. Brave was, it was okay in my opinion. Inside Out I loved. The Good Dinosaur I honestly fell asleep to once. I'm not ashamed of admitting that. And Coco, you know I love Coco, right? Plus I didn't know that in 2017, Pixar's main guy, who I'm not even going to say his name because we kind of already know who he is, but I don't feel safe saying his name. In fact, I'm never going to say his name ever. I feel safer to say Voldemort. So instead, we're just going to call him that, Voldemort. Voldemort was exposed for sexual harassment, and, well, let's just say he no longer works for Disney, and now works for Skydance Animation, which, oh god, you made it easy for me not to support that. I'm not making this up. Skydance Animation was partially responsible for this. I have never seen that movie. I never want to see that movie. I'm going to go to the grave never seen that movie, by the way. Then in 2018, Pete Docter was named the new head of Pixar. In my opinion, I think Pixar's in better hands now. Too bad it doesn't feel like it. Because by the 2020s, oh, let's just say there's a reason why the title of the video, depending on where the title is, whether you're watching on your phone or on a computer, it says that. In March of 2020, Onward released. You know what else happened in March of 2020? The pandemic happened in March of 2020. Yeah, unfortunately, Onward came out at possibly the worst possible time, and around the time it came out in theaters, it left theaters because all the theaters closed to help cut the spread of COVID, which we're still dealing with 2 years later. Seriously, you would rather get sick than wear one of these in public? What the hell's wrong with you anti-maskers? Anyway, not long after the theaters closed, Onward was brought onto digital stores for $20 and then later on was released on Disney Plus for all subscribers in April of 2020 and became pretty much a Disney Plus exclusive. And then the snowflake became a blizzard. Yeah, since 2020, Pixar has pretty much been an exclusive to Disney Plus streaming movie maker. Granted, Soul and Luca got physical releases on DVD as well, which kind of makes the sting less. But I felt this was out of necessity because I'm guessing the people at Pixar were like, okay, we'll let you release on Disney Plus exclusively, but it can't be that exclusively. And just recently, their upcoming film, Turning Red, was said to be Pixar's big return to theaters. Then on January 7, 2022... Son of a bitch!
Language!
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of looking forward to seeing Turning Red in theaters. Even if I had to wear 2 masks in the theaters like I did when I saw No Way Home. Yeah, when this was announced, I started having this weird feeling that Disney was only doing this to the original Pixar movies because their last original Pixar movie in theaters pretty much tanked hard in the box office, but that was not really Onward's fault. Onward is a great movie. It just so happened to be released around the same time as the start of the pandemic. Soul made some sense to release it exclusively to Disney Plus on Christmas Day of 2020, but that was mainly because while there was a vaccine, it was not out and about. It was still getting approval from the FDA and stuff. But when Luca came out, I was a little confused why it got dumped onto Disney Plus, because wasn't this at the time when Disney was releasing movies in theaters and with premiere access? I mean, that's what happened with Raya and Cruella. Why did Luca skip? Maybe they wanted some kind of exclusive for the summer, I don't know. And Turning Red, when it was announced to be coming to Disney Plus, it was during the Omicron surge, and as of now, the Omicron surge has slowly spread down, which means people are saying it's safe to go out not wearing masks again, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep wearing the mask. Although Lightyear gets the exclusive Disney Plus treatment, that I know they're not doing to just the original Pixar films. Although speaking of Chris Evans as Tim Allen, recently the trailer for Lightyear dropped online, and I noticed at the very end it just said the release date. Now, in recent years, because of how everything's been going, every movie trailer either ends with exclusively to theaters or streaming exclusively on one of these streaming services. And that is a lot. Anyway, Crackle's still a thing? The trailer just ended with a release date, which means something tells me Pixar is not really confident of this movie getting a theatrical release or a straight to Disney Plus release, because when you end it with nothing, it just makes me question, where is it going to go now? I mean, if it will get a theatrical release, okay. If it doesn't, okay. What I find weirder is, they're only doing it with the Pixar movies, not with the Disney feature animation movies. Most of the Disney feature animation movies in recent years, they they were on Disney Plus not long after the theatrical release, but Raya and the Last Dragon released on Disney Plus the same day in theaters, but granted, on Disney Plus it was with that $30 premiere access fee. And with Encanto, it released on Disney Plus a month after the theatrical release. And in my opinion, it helped Encanto get more viewership, because now nobody can talk about Bruno. I'm better off saying Silencio to him. Honestly, this whole ordeal Pixar is going through is starting to make me question if they're entering their demise or not. I mean, I highly doubt that, but this, with all the recent movies being streaming exclusive, it's kind of hard to think otherwise. But on the plus side, it's better to be a streaming exclusive than a direct-to-video exclusive. While I patiently wait for Pixar's big return to theaters, whenever that's going to be, I will say that streaming exclusive films are the next closest thing to full-blown theatrical films. Because honestly, no matter good or bad a streaming film is, it'll always be 1,000 times better than a direct-to-video movie. Don't believe me? You want to know what my favorite movie last year was? Dare I say more? And yes, I am crazy enough to own a physical copy of a Netflix movie. Why you ask? Basically, for every streaming movie on Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, or whatever, no matter if they're good or bad, they'll always still be 1,000,000 times better than whatever the heck the Asylum or Video Banquet makes. So until they make their grand return to theaters, I'm happy that Pixar is getting their movies out somehow. And like I said, if Lightyear gets the streaming exclusive deal, then I know they're playing favorites here. But tell me what you think about recent Pixar in the comments below or on Twitter and Instagram at Xander, and don't forget to follow me there as well. Thanks for watching, please like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you real soon.
Hey everybody, I really don't have a lot to say in this little outro bit here. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing it. Oh yeah, I'm bored. Okay, well. Thanks for watching the video. I know I already said it a second ago on camera, but I like saying it again. Alright. See you next time, and next one's gonna be a doozy. I can tell you that because the script's already finished and the filming will begin soon. It's not gonna be happy at all. Take that as a warning.